A to print to go long? No. Jeff says zone D and maybe bounce higher. Okay, it's possible we may get to zone D. However, price doesn't really always get to zone D. Sometimes, if there is a lot of volatility or some sort of situation that may cause the market to extend a bit much, it may get to zone D. But in most cases, it comes a little below zone C and it goes back up to A, right? So if it goes A up, we look for a sell. Okay, guys? So Ali, remember if it prints the A zone, we look for a sell, not long. So we're going to wait patiently. Have patience, sit on your hands. Don't do anything, just wait. Allow the market, allow the price, I should say, to come to you. Okay? Allow the price to come to you guys. Price can still come to the D zone, D down. It's not a very common situation, so we're not going to expect that. We'll just wait for price to come to A up. Now, I know there is a lot of techniques out there that, allows for forecasting and so on, but what I've learned as a strategist, as a analyst, I've learned that it's really not in our best interest to try to forecast what's going to happen. Just wait for it to happen. Because when we forecast, it causes us to take trades before confirmation, right? Because we're thinking, okay, this is supposed to happen next. And so you're going to commit to that in your mind and you take the trade, but you don't control the market. So it doesn't make sense to try to forecast a move before it actually sets up. So you wait for it to set up and then you trade according to your rules. Okay. So if you know that you get a setup, you know the price can give you a standard deviation, something within a standard deviation, then you go for that. Take your profits out. You know that it can go from A up to A down. You can go for the day trade target as well, right? But you're not going to see the price come below C, and because it would normally go back to A, you take a long and you hold until it gets to A. No, you're not going to do that. Okay? So wait. Let the market tell you what it wants to do first. Let's treat this like a game. Treat it like a game. We're waiting patiently. Price is a bit slow right now. ATR on the 1 minute time frame is 3.67, which is a bit on the high side. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. We're waiting patiently. The market is tanking, it's coming down really strong. And we're just going to wait. Wait for that pullback. Then you can look for the short. Getting a pullback. We're waiting patiently, guys. Let's take our time. No need to rush into a trade, guys. Take your time, give the price a chance to develop. I see Jeff said we had a nice at the open trade setup this morning. Wonderful. All right, guys, you guys can see my screen. Kind of lost connection for a second there. We hit the A zone. That is a sell. I lost connection, so I didn't catch all of that. Now I'm back. See price at the A zone. I take my sell. Remember, my stop is supposed to be 3 ticks above the B zone since I'm using the day trade setup. Or if you guys are using the aggressive entry, you don't have an entry. If you're using the conservative entry, you don't have an entry. Okay? I have my stop, 3 ticks above B. I'm going short. All right, price has come and hit the B zone. I went short again. I have a rejection bar here. This is the day trade setup, guys. My stop remains the same, 3 ticks above B. If my stops get hit, I would know why my stop got hit, right, guys? It would mean that price wants to trend back to the upside. So then if it trends back to the upside, it's most likely going to get to the C zone, and then it's going to give me a down at some point. My screen is black. Okay, let me just stop sharing and share again. How about now, guys? Is it better? Yes? Okay, wonderful. All right, price is pulling back to the downside. Remember, guys, our standard deviation and times 1 the ATR. So let's see here. 5 points is our standard deviation. Here it is, 5 points. All scalpers should be out of the market at that area. Doesn't matter. If the price continues to going lower, doesn't matter. You're a scalper. And as a scalper, that is where you need to make sure that you're out of the market. Uh, the signal blocked where I'd like to draw my box. All right, so that was our 5-point standard deviation right here. Okay, profit target. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And if price comes within 1 to 2 ticks, I will simply just close out my trade like it did. Okay, that is my day trade setup. Today, the volatility seems to be high, so it played out nice and clean. Okay, but you can see that there is a pullback at the 5-point standard deviation. Today, it was a shallow pullback. Okay, that's a shallow pullback. In a lot of cases, we get the deep one. So scalpers at 5-point standard deviation, you need to make sure that you're out. How did you guys do on that setup? Oh, I almost forgot to take the long. My bad, guys. Price came, hit the A zone down, take the long setup. Standard deviation. If you're scalping, you guys know you need to take your scalp targets, right? If you're scalping, take your scalp targets. If you're going for 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, whatever it is, you take that out of the market. Once you're a scalper, price gets to that or close to that 5-point standard deviation area, you know that you need to be looking to get out of the market. Okay? So scalpers, this is you. This is you right now. See this? This is you. You're supposed to be out of that trade already. All right. So scalpers, here's your little pullback, just like over here where you had a shallow pullback. This is the pullback at the 5-point standard deviation. It could be deep or it could be shallow, like over here. Okay? We don't know which one's going to come. We don't know if it's going to be deep. We don't know if it's going to be shallow. All right. I should be out of this trade already as well, guys. Price came within 1 to 3 ticks of my profit target. Sorry, it came within 1 to 2 ticks of my profit target and paused. So I should be out of that trade. We did not hit our A zone up, so we're not short yet, guys. Everyone should have been able to make profit on this buy setup, correct, guys? None of you guys should still be in that trade. Am I correct, guys? Okay, I see the yes is coming in. Wonderful, wonderful. So scalpers would have been able to make their profit today, and the day trade setup traders would have been able to make their profit targets today on both setups, the sell and the buy. All right, I took my sell, late entry for me. Scalpers, remember, times 1 the ATR. Don't forget, standard deviation. Price is still pushing to the upside. Did any of you guys take any profits as scalpers? I know some of you guys are going for 1 point, 2 points. All right, we've hit the B zone, got a rejection bar. I sold. I stop. 1, 2, 3 ticks above B. Remember, guys, standard deviation times 1 the ATR. Those are your profit targets. There you go, guys. There you go. Profit target should be achieved for all of you guys. Am I right, guys? Mark says, yep. He says, yes. Points reached. Profit target reached, sorry. Wonderful. Let's see if my day trade setup stop will be hit. If it's hit, I'm going to go long. See if price trends to the upside. Gives me the C zone up. All right, so it hit my stop, 3 ticks above the B zone. I'm looking to go long to the C zone up. My stop is 3 ticks below B. All right, target achieved. Getting a bounce off the C zone here. Remember, guys, you're scalping for times 1 the ATR or within your 5-point standard deviation. Okay? Remember the rules for taking your aggressive sell. Your stop should not be more than 3.5 points from your profit target. Sorry, from your entry. We have a conservative entry here as well. Remember, your stop should not be more than 3.5 points from your entry. See, the only space you would have is just this little bit of space here to be able to take some profit out of the market. Okay? That's why you need to manage your risk that way. I'm waiting for price to pull back. Give me an A. So if I get an A zone down, I'm looking for longs. So I'm waiting patiently for my setup, guys. My time with you guys is about to expire. If you guys have any questions, please feel free. Go ahead with your questions. I see Curly says it's working like magic. Right now, guys, we're just waiting for price to pull back to A. All right, guys, price seems to be slowing down a bit. Uh, Curly's asking, in my opinion, is the futures market run by algos? I think all markets are run by algos. There is human intervention. It's both. It's both algos and human intervention. Hence, there is always going to be a degree of randomness. So, from time to time, there is always going to be a degree of randomness in the market. There's always going to be some manipulation in the market. The market is perfect, but it's imperfect at the same time. And that's why it's hard. It's always good to trade your setup mechanically, simply because the market is indeed run by algos. So you take your setups, you trade mechanically, stick to your rules, do the same thing over and over and over again. Once you see your setup, you take it. Once it meets your criterias. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you guys here today. It's been a pleasure. I will see you guys tomorrow. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Okay, guys? Most welcome, guys. Most welcome. Guys, the A zone is coming up. So get ready. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, we had Eric Marshall. You're most welcome, Eric. I didn't notice you in the room. Sorry about that. Frank, welcome, Frank. All right, Umit, Pamela, Nina, Mark, Curly, Jeff, Gerald, Frank, Eric, Brandon, Ali, everyone else, everyone, have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye for now.